listening to Make It, a podcast by Bonsai Creative that helps aspiring professionals in film get where they're going faster by dissecting the advice, knowledge, and insights of professional creatives in the film industry. I'm your host, Chris Barkley. Hello, Chris here with another episode of the Make It podcast. And this is typically an Indie Talk week, which would mean I would have my good friend and co-founder, Nicholas Buggs, here with me on this conversation. But this time we wanted to introduce something new. And it's a podcast series that's similar and sort of like a cousin to our Indie Talks, except these are called Industry Insights. And so these will be led by Nick and recorded by Nick, and they have a direct correlation to our blog posts that we have on our website at www.bonsai.film. And so you're going to hear the very first iteration of that coming up here in a moment. Before we get into that, it's been a pretty wild week for festivals and a pretty busy couple of weeks for Bonsai. So we attended the Defy Film Festival, which was wonderful. We had the lovely Dicey Wildman come on. It was Sarah Saturday and talk about that. Then right after that, we attended NAF, and NAF was really wonderful. I thought they really pulled it off in terms of having a big sort of important festival virtually. The virtual chat rooms were wonderful and a lot of great networking happened there. Also, congratulations to all of the filmmakers that had a film in NAF and had it screened. All the Nashville filmmakers that had films submitted and got screened there. Congratulations to all of you. And then, of course, congratulations to all the winners, both filmmakers and screenwriters alike. So very exciting times. This week is FilmCom, which is an annual business festival, if you will. And this is where you can go to learn how to pitch to producers, pitch to directors, executives, etc., work on that stuff. Nick and I have been panelists there before. We were there last year and had a wonderful time hosting the pitch sessions and teaching about teaching the attendees about what could and what does make for a great pitch. And we did some other things as well and had an absolute blast. So shout out to Andy Van Roon there. It may be too late to join. You might catch the last day, perhaps, by the time this airs. But the website, if you want to check it out, is film-com. So film-com, com.com. So film-com.com. And then later this week, if you want to check out the Bonsai Boys, we will be part of the SWIFT Summit. So that's the Southern Women in Film and Television Summit. And that starts on Friday. And if you want to know more about that, I think you can still buy tickets to that. It's a wonderful conference for people in film and TV. You don't have to be a woman to join, but it does support female creatives. It's a great event. We'll be hosting a couple of panels and some fun nights there. And you can find out more and get tickets and attend at swiftsummit.net. So SWIFT.net. And so, without further ado, here is our first episode, if you will, of Industry Insights, narrated by the one and only Nicholas Buggs. Nick, take it away.
If they won't share the script, it's normally because there's something they're trying to hide from you. So that would be a huge red flag. Valerie Jane Parker, actor. During our conversation with our friend in filmmaking, Valerie Jane Parker, Valerie took a moment to provide a warning to actors about the importance of having access to a script before taking a part. She reminds us that even though the opportunity may be attractive because of the character, the pay, or even the team, the script is what defines the expectations around what you will need to do to bring that character to life. So what could someone be hiding? Well, a number of things. For one, political, religious, or social agendas. 2, level and type of physicality or intimacy. 3, the use of language. Let's talk about the political, religious, or social agendas for a second. Before taking a part, it's important to know the voice of the filmmaker. Every film has an underlying purpose or agenda associated with it. Sometimes that agenda jumps off the page. Other times it's peppered in with subtle nuance. Either way, it's important for you to know what that agenda is and for you to determine whether or not you want to be associated with it. Even though it may just be a part you're playing, by accepting the part, you're promoting the agenda. Okay, now on to level and type of physicality and intimacy. Acting can demand a lot from a person, whether those demands are mental, emotional, physical, or all of the above. You have to be prepared for these demands by understanding the expectations of the character you are considering to play. By reading the script, you'll be better equipped to determine whether or not you are willing or able to meet these expectations. Blindly accepting a part can not only compromise your values, but it can also compromise your physical health and well-being. And lastly, there's the use of language. Words have great power. They can uplift, inspire, and motivate, but they can also divide, discourage, and dishearten. As an actor, you are your brand. Every part you play is a reflection of your brand and how the world gets to see you. The words that come out of your mouth, whether in real life or on film, define other people's perception of who you are and what you stand for. Make sure that every part you play uses language that is on brand for you and the career that you are trying to build. If you can't see the script, you can't see its impact on your brand. The devil is in the details. When determining whether or not a role is right for you, the devil is in the details, and the details are in the script. Choosing a part that aligns you with the wrong ideals, values, or principles can be detrimental to your career in the long run. Anyone who hides these details from you is willing to risk your long-term success for their short-term gain. A big thanks goes out to Valerie Jane Parker for her words of wisdom. Her positive spirit is utterly infectious, and we have been truly blessed by her presence in our lives. We look forward to continuing to be a part of her amazing journey, and will leave her an open invitation to the podcast anytime she wants to drop by. As always, be better, be creative, be engaged.
You've been listening to the Make It Podcast. To find more information about this week's topics, including links to relevant blog posts, projects, and indie creatives, please visit our website at www.bonsai.film. If you haven't already, you can join our podcast community on Apple Podcasts or the podcast app of your choice by searching for Make It Bonsai Creative, and the show will pop right up. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at _Bonsai Creative and Facebook by searching for Bonsai Creative. And of course, if you're looking to take a big step towards your filmmaking success, go to www.bonsai.film and click on Book Us to schedule a free discovery meeting and needs assessment. You have everything to gain. Until next time, be better, be creative, be engaged, and thank you for listening.